said I was legit ever since I blew. They all on my. Hey, back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex-slick then hit with the. Back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Hey, Brown 80. Check safety.
Here's the second year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch you. Kill. Turn up. Kill, turn up. Watch twist.
Here's Hines. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State. It's USF's Marlon Mack. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Load it. Load it. Reset. Back to the
On second down now, it's Hines. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Check 390. 380. Hey, watch it. Sit. Hey, I'm going to go load it.
On third down, Hines. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. At that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Tight ends right. Watch tight ends right. 22, jet,
The give to Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down.
Three down. Delta. 25, check 25.
Back to throw. Right. He's going to float this one deep right side. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 52 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. They run with Taylor. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Two times. Three down.
Taylor. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Looking to throw. Right. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line. We're scoreless after one.
Double time. 3 down.
first down. It's Taylor, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On second down, it's Taylor. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Back to throw. Right. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This is Hines. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches.
Makes it 3rd and inches.
Round 80! Round 80! Slam! Slam! Slam!
On 3rd down, it's Hines. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They'll run for it with Hines. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Back at the 47-yard line.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Wright operating from the gun. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
There we go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Got it. 2 times, 2 times. 3 down, 3 down.
Here's Taylor. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
You got it.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down.
Hey, 58 is a Mike. Go 58 over. Watch the backer, watch the backer. 58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. Double dog. That's the way. Zoom, zoom. 58 is the Mike. 58 is the Mike. Cut. Single.
To throw is Wright. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Load it. Hey, Rocket. Red Delta. Hey, that QB's trash. That's protein spill. Check 50.
To throw again. Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Josh Allen in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down.
Man up, D. Hey, box drop, box drop. Pick up the ball. Under 10, under 10, 10. 49, check 49, check 49. Hey. 0. Check 24. Hey, I'm gonna go load it, load it. Check out behind.
Rivers now. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The punt team on now as from their end zone they get it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Here we go, here we go. Now the wood. It's time to win. It's time to run.
Here's Wright. Off play action. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
We didn't need